Okay, the road on the other side, I think I'm actually going to leave this and put a sidewalk wrapping around this building. And I'm going to have the, okay, kind of like the road kind of pulling in to the entrance and the exit. And I'm going to kind of create an area that you can come into where you can actually park a car. So instead of having it go out of town the entire way, I'm going to have it kind of like a little park on the other side. And a little sidewalk kind of here. Remember, I'm taking it to the opposite vanishing point to create my lines for my sidewalk. And then maybe here, I'll just have a couple of lines coming out for the cars. To park into. And remember, as you head back towards the vanishing point, okay, you have to take the end of your, let me put one here so you can see it. Take the very first one, take it back to your vanishing point that's on that side, and that's where they have to be cut off. Okay, so even if you make I showed everybody how to do the line for the ocean, same rules apply. So if you have the ocean line way out here, it starts at the vanishing point and it comes forward. Okay, even if it's going to come off the paper, that's fine. Maybe I'm going to have a parking lot close to the beach line, however you want to do it. Maybe I'm going to have I could have a bridge coming in, okay, where people dock. I could, sky's the limit, okay, anything you want to do. Again, you know, creating benches and signs and whatever you want to do for, like if this is somebody waiting for a bus, okay, and you want to have a bench, okay, you still have to take your bench to your vanishing points. Even if you go outside of the diamond shape that we started with, okay, now you have to actually start taking things to your vanishing point past it. Now the other video that I have is for your car, truck, whatever you want to come up with. Keep in mind, you have to have at least one. I need to figure out how far down my, there we go, how far down my actual leg is for my bench. Okay, and coming up with a theme, guys. You got to come up with some type of theme. So even if I took an image and I was looking online for putting, say some type of, you know, Dragon City that I want to create, however I want to do it. I can come up with pretty much anything that I want. Just make sure, you know, of course it's school appropriate. And you want to have, like, you know, whether you do something in the way of fantasy, or if you want to come up with your own idea, however you want to do it, whatever kind of images you're coming up with. Google is awesome when it comes to coming up with, you know, kind of simple coloring pages that you can come up with ideas. And I can keep on going, but you get the general idea, coming up with your own theme, your own ideas that you're going to be coming up with. Even if it's something like I showed you before with, you know, creating trees, making things like what we were talking about before, you know, having, if you've got a big tree, make sure that you're kind of going back towards your vanishing point. So if I created a, you know, huge tree here, I want to make sure that I'm kind of going back. And if you wanted to do like another, like a city off in the distance, you could always have, especially if you're going to do a nighttime look, you might want to have, you know, this could be dark in the background, and you could have other kind of on your horizon line. So you could have other things kind of going on the horizon line itself, back behind all your stuff. If you wanted to have, like if I had mountains, okay, if you wanted to do some type of sunrise, sunset, moon coming up on one side, okay, keep in mind that you don't want to have a sun that is too big. If you are sticking with a realistic look, you want to kind of have it small and then have like the colors radiating out. Okay, have the colors kind of coming out from it. If you had on this side, maybe you have like a little crescent moon. And again, same thing. You know, you might have this kind of like a yellow with a little bit of radiating color coming out from it with like purples and blacks. Okay, there's all sorts of stuff that you can come up with. Create your own theme. Come up with, you can use, you know, mine, some of mine if you like it. You know, use different things if you want. If you are doing a whole city with hot air balloons, if you're doing a whole city that has, you know, flowers and stuff everywhere, okay, maybe it's, you know, vines and trees are growing out of the actual buildings. However you want to do it, come up with something. If you need help, please let me know.